channel, of course, Lim TV. My name is with Carol with your favorite program, T-Talk. For today's program, I have a topic that is so interesting, and it is teaching you people out there in our lives and everywhere. And this program is called elderly care. So you have to, at the end of this topic, you'll be able to learn how to take care of those people and differentiate the people that go under that kind of category, which age, which kind of class, people that go under the elderly care. So we shall be able to know what's going on in that kind of class or in that kind of corner. And besides me, I have some expert from Golden Age Home Care, and that is the CEO, Madam Veron. And besides that, she is a Rtn from Kampala Rotary Morning Stars. As I'm giving her the opportunity to introduce herself, you're welcome.
Thank you. You already introduced me. My name is Veronica Akankunda, and I'm the founder of Golden Age Elderly Homes Uganda. Age is an organization that takes care of old people. We have shelters in Namgongo, Nigeria. Basically, what we do is take care of old people. We do that in our shelters or in the comfort of your homes. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you for your introduction, and I think we are on a safer side. We shall get to know what you want to know today. We shall learn more and we shall get informed. So how can you tell someone outside there that this kind of a person is undergoes this kind of elderly class? How can you let them know, so as even that particular person can know they fall in that category?
Okay, per normal standards, someone who is 60 years is considered an elderly person. So as we age, we have different things, conditions that we go through. We have illnesses that happen to us because of our age. So how do we determine that someone is supposed to go under that care? When someone ages, the body changes, of course. The vision gets blurry. Not everyone. Some get hearing problems, some get dementia. Dementia is an illness where someone can't connect the dots, like their stories are not coordinated. Yeah, we have Alzheimer's, we have Parkinson's disease. That's when someone has tremors in their body, the body is shaking. There's this normal adage that when you sleep with an old person, you also start shaking. Yeah, so those are some of the things that determine that someone has crossed over to the elderly bracket.
Yeah, but how do you guys manage this kind of person? Because even me at home, I have my grandmother, 95, but it is very difficult for us to stay with her. Moreover, we are the grandkids and grandkids, but it is so difficult. How do you guys manage?
Thank you. Of course, it's very, very hard to take care of an old person. The moment they age, their body changes. They are going through certain illnesses, their diet changes, some get what we call incontinence. That's the inability to control number one and number two. I'll just change the words, I won't bring them out in the medical world. Someone is not able to hold in the urine, and then number two. You understand number two. So we call that incontinence. You will find that majority of them have to wear diapers. So the care is, I would call it hectic. Like you said, you have your grandma, but it becomes hard for you to take care of them. That is why we need specialized care for those people. What we do is we also train people to take care of the elderly. You have your grandma, you're related, but you find it hard taking care of her because probably you're not trained. And then caregiving is more of passion. It has to come from within. It has to be something that you love. That is why we are able to take care of those people. So people who come for training are passionate about elderly care. Personally, I've done caregiving for more than 10 years. I happened to be lucky to take care of my maternal grandma, who rested at 105 years. She was literally a baby. So the whole point of bathing them, feeding them, dressing them up, changing their diaper has to be something that you love doing. So to answer your question, that care is not something that everyone can do. Yeah, it has to be a specific person, probably trained, or someone who has passion for caregiving.
Meaning if someone really needs that kind of a course, he or she can get it.
Exactly.
At any time, any day.
Yes, Golden Age Elderly Home found a gap for caregivers. We later on started an academy, Golden Age Caregiving and Geriatric Nursing Academy, where we skill up these students with nursing skills, but specifically in what we call geriatric nursing. Geriatric nursing is taking care of the elderly. Though we give them skills like first aid, we teach them communication, how to communicate with these people, how to understand the aging process. That when someone is 95 and the stories are not coordinated, you don't end up laughing at them, because 1 minute they know your name, the other minute they don't know who you are. They're actually asking you, why are you in my house? Why are you touching my things? Who are you? Yeah, so when someone has not gone through training to understand that their person has dementia, they will probably laugh it off or also get angry. These people age and become very moody, what we normally call entondo. So anything small sparks them off. Someone who is not trained is also going to take offense. If you insult them, they tend to be a little bit insulting, yeah? They'll throw around all these big words. Yeah. So someone who is not trained is not going to understand that the person has dementia and they forget, and they don't do it intentionally. It just happens because of the condition they're going through.
And I'm still asking myself, what really inspired you to? Because most of the people in our age, they just run away from them. Even mothers, they run away from them because of that so-called impondo. And what really inspired you to go through that?
Okay, before I answer the inspiration bit, is Golden Age started because of the reasons we just mentioned. People get to abandon their old people because of the conditions they're going through. So Golden Age saw a gap wanting to bridge the people that have been left alone, neglected, I would use that word, to just give them a soft landing or a safe environment for them to be. Back to the inspiration, like I told you earlier, I was lucky, or I'm still lucky, that I have a surviving grandma who is 103. So the sister rested at 105. So where I drew the whole inspiration is when she became frail. That time I'd lost my dad, and I was just joining university. So my mom had to take on the mantle to care for her ailing mother. Yeah, and like you said, some family members just decide to go away, or they think they'll just provide the monetary bit and leave the care for someone else. In every family we have siblings that are close to their parents, so you'll find that if a family has no one who is attached to their parent, everyone is going to neglect that person. So in my case, my mom was that angel, I would call her, that she took on the mantle to care for the mother. So when my dad passed on, now the burden goes to my mother. So this is someone who has stopped working to just take care of the ailing mother. And as a student who was just joining university, it was hard. I needed tuition, I needed upkeep. I'm a girl, you're a girl. We need that money, yeah? You need to look good, you need to eat well, you need to be cared for, yeah? So there's a time I called her and I'm like, hey, woman, I don't have ABCD. She's like, little girl, I'm not working. I am home.
I'm broke.
I'm broke. I don't have money. So somehow I was like, why don't you get a nurse to take care of your mother? And that time, the nurses that were there, now that brings us to the point of us bringing up the academy, the training school. The nurses that were there at that time were just the general practitioners. So you mention a nurse that time, they think of cannulation, they think of injections. So they didn't have the whole set of geriatric nursing or that care for the elderly. So she tells me, I tried a nurse and they just can't stand it. Yeah, because they are used to the ward environment where they talk to patients and run around, do medication reminders and everything. So the nurse bid failed, which left her no option but to take care of her mother. So we talked about it, in a joking way. I'm like, okay, you bring her to my house. I happen to rent a house which had a garage. So I'm like, okay, you bring your mother, put her in the garage. I'll look around for other people so that you do a daycare. So we shared a little bit about it, and just like that. But after the phone call, now this whole idea sparks off into a bigger sphere. And I'm like, wait a minute, I think this is doable. If she is busy taking care of a mother and now she has neglected her job, or the job is on a standstill, how about she gets other people, because to be with, make a daycare, and probably charge them. So she literally becomes a nurse.
Another reason why those old people get quickly to connect
with people of their age. So we talked about it and it just died there, but this is something that I put in my head and I'm like, okay, this is something that's supposed to be done, because if she's home, there are other people, old people, who are also in their homes, and now there's a ladder for unemployment for over maybe 5 people, 6 or more.
But did you know that most of the people are not aware of that kind of elder care and stuff?
When we trickle down to Uganda, yes, people are not aware.
Because most of the people just think the whites are the people that do that stuff, invest in their old parents, guardians, and that stuff. But still you and your group, people that have that company and stuff, you still have a long way to go, like to make people know, to inform them, because people lack information about it. How are you going to go about it?
Apparently the economy alone is doing some bit of work for us, because everyone is up and about trying to chase paper, like the normal saying, everyone is busy trying to make a living. And what happens? These people are home alone. They are left at the mercies of untrained maids or relatives, which makes it obvious that they need care. When we started, normally people would tell me, like that is a white people, setup. Us, we take care of our own, but then our own are suffering, because you're leaving them at the hands of the maids. You're leaving them with the relatives because you're busy back in office trying to work. So sensitizing them is very easy, that the conditions these people are going through are going to actually bring the message to you guys, that these people need specialized care.
And besides that, what do that group of people need as far as nutrition, exercise, advice? What do they need?
Now, how you find that care homes are going to start mushrooming, or everyone starting a care home, is that when this person is home, all they do is sit and watch TV. There's no one to help them do exercises. There's no one to make sure that they have meals on time. There's no one to make sure that they have a balanced diet. So in the care homes, you find that there's a schedule for these people. We make sure their nutrition is top notch. We make sure that they have exercises to keep them active. And then the dementia that we talked about. If you have someone who has dementia in your house, with people who are untrained, it will be hell. You will find fights every other day, because this other person taking care of the old person doesn't understand the condition they're going through. You give them food, they'll pour it on you, they'll spit on you, they'll hurl all these insults at you. So it's going to be something simple for people to take up the idea of care homes.
All I wanted to know is it fair for the people down in the village to come to your elderly care and get all the services, Because at some point I think only the rich are the only people that are supposed or are given that priority to go for those services.
Okay, for Golden Age is an entirely a charity organization. The little money we charge is basically to take care of the bills, electricity, water, buy diapers. If you notice, diapers are very expensive. And like I mentioned, that category that has incontinence, they'll definitely have to put on disposable diapers. It is hard for you to use the washable one. Yeah. It's hard for the baby, so when it comes to adults, it's too much. So the person down in the village is also welcome at Golden Age. But the challenge you have is when you people bring your old people to the shelters, you abandon them. You're like, we've reached heaven.
And we think maybe you give them extra care. That
we actually give them extra care, because these are people that are timetabled. They wake up at a particular time, they have their meals on time. Those on medication will be reminded to take their medication. They have exercises, they have clubs. We have book clubs, we have dance clubs, we have music clubs. Then we have what we call memory lane, like we take them back in time.
Yeah.
So you'll find that they've made friends, they enjoy being around people of their age.
And what is that person supposed to, that person who brings the elder or the parent to your care, home care, what is he supposed to do? Like to check on them every day, like calls, what are they supposed to do?
We have a rule that if your person is in the shelter with us, you have to check on them at least twice a month. So someone who falls on visitations, we actually put a penalty. We did that because we reached a point where a family would go like 3-4 months without checking on their person, because they become comfortable. Because if you bring your mother and she's been malnourished, and the second month you come back and flesh is coming back, they are all glowing, you sit back and relax. You're like, everything is being taken care of. So we have a rule that everyone has to come and visit every month, so that they don't abandon their people with us. But then again, medically, these people are not supposed to be detached from their family. Yeah. If I put my mother in a care home, she's not supposed to like create a new family. It happens, they become our family, but they still have to have an image of their original family. It helps. It's therapy. Like you have to, keep in touch with your own family.
And as we are finishing, winding up, can you really tell and dig deep, inform, educate? I don't know whether you will get it. And those people watching us on how that thing of elderly care is taken, and how they should really give it attention in everything they do.
Okay, first of all, like I said, it's passion. You're not going to force someone to take care of their grandma when naturally they are not a caring person. But then do we have a choice? No. If it's your grandma, your grandpa, you really have to take care of them. First of all, nutrition is very important. You have to mind what they eat. Yeah, some are diabetic, some are they have ulcers, so you have to mind on the kind of nutrition that they take. Fruits are very important. Hydration is very important. When scientifically, when someone ages, their body doesn't retain water. So what you do as a carer is make sure you keep them hydrated. Apart from nutrition, the general care, what we call the cleanliness. As we age, our skin starts dying. So there's that not so nice odor that comes out of an aging body. So hygiene is very important. And what we talked about of keeping these people active. When you sit for 4 full hours, you become, your body will become numb, yeah? The blood doesn't flow the way it's supposed to be flowing, and then you're inactive, your body is inactive. And in that way, you find that someone gets what we call bed sores. If they are lucky to be put outside on the sun and they sit, it is okay. But some leave them in their beds, yeah? So when someone stays in bed for a very long time, they will develop bed sores. These are just small blisters that can get into the other region. Yeah, you'll find that someone has wounds in their private parts, on the bums, and treating them becomes hard. The moment they become septic, then that's an infection. Apart from that, general hygiene, the physical activities are important as well. You don't have to have grandma sit in the sitting room the whole day listening to radio, watching TV. You have to take them outside. Yeah, you have to take them outside for a walk. You have to create activities. Now, like at the elderly home, we have a daycare center as well. This is a category of people that don't sleep in the shelter, but they come for the activities. So they get to bond with other people. We read, we sing, we dance. So it's fun. Someone stays at
making them feel like as if they are still.
Exactly. So you involve them in different activities, and by the time they rest, they have a very good night's sleep.
So in case someone out there wants to reach to you, where can they find you? Through what?
We are all on social media handles. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, but we also have a phone contact. And we have Facebook pages, and then we have a website. You just put in Golden Age Elderly Homes Uganda, and you'll have contacts for all our branches.
Let your elderly parent or guardian sit out there bored and neglected. The solution is here. Golden Age Home Care Namgongo is here for you to give a solution to your elderly. You're busy, you have no time to take care of your mom, your old mom, your own guardian. You just call Golden Age Home Care through 077 6824 895 or 075 395 988. And do not forget to follow me on my Twitter handle with Carol11, and remember to subscribe on our YouTube channel Lim TV. Like, comment or share our lovely content to other people. Thank you. I sign out.